What builds trust? We're going to talk about that in this video. So there's a lot of things that go into trust, and that's why I created the trust equation, and I actually did that training for quite a while. I have those videos that goes over the 4 variables. I suggest you go watch that because that will help us build trust, but we also need to be focusing on a few other things. We need to be answering 3 questions on every interaction as well. Do I like you? Do I trust you? And how can you help me? That's right. Those 3 questions, because if we don't have likability, we have no trust. If we're not serving the other people and helping them be a hero of their story, we're not building trust. We need to be building trust with those people by showing up and not for our own selfish gain. That's right. And that is actually one of the variables in the trust equation, selfishness. That is the most crucial. And my most popular blog post of all time has been how selfishness affects trust. So we need to be focused in on building trust if we're going to go anywhere with anybody. And so what does that look like? Well, let's go back to that first question, likability. And a lot of people will go, well, I'm very likable. I'm an extrovert. People like me. Well, there's a lot that goes into likability. And you can grenade that by showing up in the wrong colors, the wrong environment, wearing an Eeyore face. We need to be making sure that we're likable. Even the scents we wear can actually affect likability and trust. That's right. The scents we wear can affect that. I learned that when I was on vacation in St. Thomas, and I walked into this cologne place that had wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling different colognes, and they asked a whole bunch of questions to figure out which cologne would be best for me. And when I asked why, they says, well, the different scents actually affect different people different ways. So we need to be focused on how we're showing up in all of these aspects. And I know it's a very complex topic. I'm going to give you a few things you can do. Light blues and whites are typically trust-building colors that you can wear. Blacks, dark grays, they're kind of like ones that hold back, that we're trying to hold something back from people. So on your first interactions, wear those colors of light blues and whites. And the scents, I typically don't wear any cologne on the first few interactions with anybody because I want to be as neutral as possible. If I have a scent that was a traumatic experience that would bring up something traumatic, they're going to associate that with me. And so that's a problem that I try to mitigate by not wearing certain scents. Now, I don't want to smell bad with BO, but we just definitely want to be kind of neutral when it comes to the different scents we wear. Okay? We also want to build the trust, which is how we show up as well, which is similar to likability. But the third question, how can you help me? That's crucial because that one, if we make them the hero of their story, well, that takes that whole selfishness right out of the equation because we're serving them and helping them be that hero of their story. If we can equip them and help them, that is going to build trust with us. And that's more engagement, higher levels of trust. People will do more with us together for the mission. And we can go further, farther, and faster with other people because we're not having to carry all the own weight ourselves. And the last thing we need to be doing to build trust is showing up consistently. That's right, how we consistently show up. I call it the Chick-fil-A effect. If you've ever gone to a Chick-fil-A, it doesn't matter where you've gone, it could be in the Midwest, it could be down south, they all show up consistently, which is why any Chick-fil-A I've ever been to has like a huge line, even though there's other chicken restaurants right around the corner. People are there because they consistently give a good experience when they serve those people. And when we say thank you, they say, it's my pleasure. They show up consistently, which is why they've overtaken those restaurants with the golden arches and been more successful with less stores. That's right, more people spend more with them than the other restaurants because of the service and the consistency. So we need to be answering 3 questions, making sure we understand those trust equation variables, and consistently showing up, and we'll build high levels of trust with those people. Now, if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. If this video has been helpful, hit like, share, subscribe, send to somebody you think it might benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. We'll see you next time.